Can a home gym give you the same results as a commercial gym? I trained in both for 30 days to see the difference. Hi, my name is Disciplinedave, where I put the technique in your physique. If you've been following me for a while, you know I've been doing everything I can to avoid going to a commercial gym. Because there are so many things I hate about a commercial gym. I don't like it if there's a machine that I'm trying to use and someone's on it. I don't like paying the extra costs every month. And I just generally don't like the crazy characters that I see all the time at the gym. I started my channel in March of 2020. That's when COVID got real in the United States. So that was a time where no one can go to the gym. So as a person who went all the time, I said to myself that I need to figure out a way to get the same workout I do at the gym at home. So along that journey, I decided to educate people with a series of videos that shows you how to work out from home, no matter your level of fitness or your budget. But that was a long time ago. So I recently went back to the gym to find out, what am I missing? So here are my thoughts on home gym versus commercial gym. Which one is better? So let's start off with the commercial gym drawbacks. The first one is the cost. Oh, that dreaded monthly membership. Also, there's normally a startup fee. And if you want to have a trainer, maybe you're unsure of what you're doing or you're trying to take your fitness to the next level, that's added cost too. Some people are okay with that cost, but right now in this economy, I'm trying to cut every dollar I can. Next, there were many times when I wanted to use a machine, and I think we've all been there before, and there's somebody else on it. You know, those broccoli-headed teenagers that are on the bench press in groups and they're taking up all the space. But sometimes it wasn't even the people's fault. They would just have like one squat machine rack. They would just have either one cable machine. And as a guy who loves resistance bands and cables, I was just sitting there pacing back and forth, just looking out the corner, waiting for that person to complete their set. Come on! I can't be the only one. Let me know in the comments if you do that too. Next, not everyone is clean. You'll start to notice that people don't treat personal hygiene the same way you do. And I'm not just talking about wiping down afterwards. I'm talking about the smells of body odor. There was always one person that I would find that was clearing a room when he went to a machine. But you're dealing with a lot of sweat, bacteria. Some people wipe down the machines, some don't. Some people use gloves, other people don't. But there's just a lot of stuff happening biologically in the gym. And just the people. For all you gym goers out there, you know there's a window of time where it's just chaos. As an introverted person, if you're like that also, it can be a little bit overwhelming that the gym is just packed with a lot of people. A lot of times when people get out of work, like that 5 o'clock and after window there, it can just be an insane amount of people. That right there can be discouraging for you to work out, especially if you're a person that hasn't been to the gym in a long time, or you're unsure about how to use the equipment properly. You may be feeling judged, and you may feel like, I just don't want to be here right now. But let's talk about the benefits. The best benefit is that in a commercial gym, you're going to have high quality commercial use equipment. When you're working out, the last thing you want to think about is if the equipment is going to fail on you or if you're going to get hurt. That's a big advantage that commercial gyms have, is that these are things that have been used over and over again. They're bolted to the ground. They're very stable. As far as the quality of equipment, it's going to be really good. You're not going to be dealing with rust or shaky equipment, nothing like that. These things in a commercial gym are top notch. And if it's not, leave that gym. What are you paying for? Next, a lot of people underestimate this, but you don't have to worry about repairing the equipment if something breaks. In my experience with the gym, there was something that was broken. It was literally fixed in 2 days. Next, you have a variety of different equipment to use to work out different muscle groups. And this is important for like certain things, like let's say if you like to work out your back. There's a lot of people who can't do a pull-up, but it'll also have a lat pull down machine that's going to work out the same muscles. So that way you have a lot of different variety of certain things that maybe your body isn't ready for, that you can't do yet. You can try out multiple different alternatives. Also, the gym is going to have trainers available to you. So if there's things that you don't understand that you want to ask a question on, or if you need your hand held when it comes to working out, let's say you've never worked out before, you don't know what you're doing. Like, they have people out there that are going to help you with that. It does come at a cost, but it is available. And I know that before I said this was a con, but it's also a pro too. The people, the sense of community. When you go to a gym, especially if you're going on a regular basis, in this 30 days, I got to know some people who are in the fitness just like me. I got to meet a lot of cool friends and stuff like that. And if you don't know, I'm a big sports fan. I'm a big NFL fan. Go Falcons. I know we don't win a lot, but they're my team. But I got to meet other Falcons fans and we talked about the games and stuff like that. So it was actually pretty cool to do that. So not just having that sense of community, you can also be a motivator, even with the people you don't talk to. I don't know about you, but sometimes if I see somebody really putting in some work, it really makes me want to push to another level. So just having somebody there in that presence of working and doing something difficult, you feel like you're in this together. And that can be a big bonus. Now let's talk about the drawbacks of a home gym. So the biggest drawback that I think that most people have is the space. If you don't have the space, it's really hard to get very high quality equipment in your home or in your garage. Myself, I live in a 1-bedroom townhouse. So for that, I gotta be very creative. So that's why I made this channel to help people like you. So if I can do it in a 1-bedroom townhouse, you can too. Just hit that subscribe button, check out the channel, and you can see all the workouts you can do. Now next, this is actually dependent on your budget. The quality of equipment is not going to be as good as a commercial gym unless you spend the money for good equipment. And good equipment can be expensive. Like, there's a lot of cheap squat racks out there on Amazon, but trust me, you don't want them. You don't want something shaking on you. You don't want something that's gonna fail on you. When you have 3 45-pound plates on each side, that's the last thing you want. Please don't buy those cheap cable machines. I know the price is enticing, but you'll find yourself being more nervous than actually focusing on the muscles to work out. And if you have very limited bedrooms or limited space in the garage, goodbye parking your car in the garage. And don't get me started if something breaks. Hey, that's on you. You have to fix that. You've got to find somebody who works on equipment as far as workout equipment itself, or you can go down a YouTube rabbit hole on trying to fix it yourself, then maintaining the maintenance. I'm talking when cables go bad, if you got to put oil in certain areas, that can be a nightmare for a person who just wants to work out. And lastly, you got to be your own motivator. There's no people to inspire you. All you've got is the Taylor Swift album while you're listening on your headphones, and hopefully that motivates you. Shake them off. That was my attempt of comedy. Let's get to the benefits of a home gym. Number one is going to be the convenience. You can work out on your schedule anytime you want to. If you're a person who likes to work out in the morning, you can do that. If you're a person who likes to work out in the afternoon, you can do that. If you like to be one of those guys that just works out right after work, you guys are savages. But there's people out there who do that. But if certain things happen in your schedule that takes you off track, you can always have time to work out because it's right there in your house. You got no excuse. You can also feel comfortable working out and not feeling embarrassed. I know there's a large percentage of people out there who are watching this video, they're introverted, they don't know how to work out, and the last thing they want to do is look like a fool when they go to the commercial gym. Well, I'm here to tell you, you can look like a fool at home. Just messing with you. There is so much available content when it comes to fitness. Whether you watch mine or another channel, I just want you to get in shape. And I'm doing everything I can to educate people the most that I can. So if you're interested, if you're that person out there, I'm talking to you, who hasn't worked out in a long time, or you don't have a lot of experience, I'm telling you, I have so many things on the channel that can show you. A benefit from working out home is follow along workouts. I've got that for you. If you're a person who has a certain budget where you can't spend a lot on equipment, I got you covered on there. So make sure you check out all the other videos in the channel because I'm here to help you get into the best shape of your life. So which is better? Well, it depends on your situation. If space is an issue, most people might be good going to a commercial gym. But I would say if space is an issue, I can still get those things covered at a home gym. For instance, there's a lot of good technology with smart gyms out there. One that I like to use is the Speediance Gym Monster. And I just reviewed this new thing. It's called it's the video right here behind me, the AEKE Smart Gym. And that is just like a big iPhone that has a personal trainer, uses AI tracking, Bluetooth technology to put on the resistance and put off the resistance. I would definitely check out that video where I did that review because that thing is really amazing. But yes, it does cost quite a bit of money. But the good thing about it is these things like the Speediance Gym Monster and the AEKE is that they're foldable, they lay flat, but they'll give you all the training and you can do all the workouts you do at the gym. But if you're saying, yeah, Dave, I don't have $1 million to spend on it. First of all, it's not $1 million, okay? It's under like $3,000. Just want to be upfront there. But if you don't want to spend that at all and you're looking at a budget of like 20 bucks, definitely resistance bands are going to be amazing. And I don't want you to look at it as this is something that you do when you don't have any money, you're getting a subpar workout. No, you can build crazy muscle with resistance bands. I built my whole channel off of that. I think what holds a lot of people back from getting in shape, it's not really about home gym versus commercial gym. You might just be embarrassed to start or unmotivated to start. So what I like to say is that I want you to start at home. Just do 30 minutes of anything, okay? 30 minutes is what I'm asking you to commit to. Take a walk outside, use some bands, if you got some dumbbells laying around, whatever you think fitness is, just do that for 30 minutes. I just want your body just to get used to doing something difficult 30 minutes a day, and you're gonna feel better and energetic. There's like this misconception out there that when people work out, they get tired afterwards. You actually feel more energetic because your blood is pumping and you're just ready to go. And if you don't believe me, try it. That's all I'm saying. Try it. So whatever your level of fitness is, whatever your budget is, I got you covered on the channel. So make sure you check out those other videos. Subscribe if you see that there's like 2 workouts that you like. Instead of paying a gym membership, just subscribe to the channel and hit that like button if you enjoyed this video. Now I implore you to go ahead and check out these other fitness equipments here. I got something here if you don't have a big budget, and something here if you're looking to say, I'm not going back to the gym again, because this is gonna cover everything for you at home.